Hey guys, I am so excited to share with you guys our brand new VIP accountability group that we are going to be running in Facebook. So I'm going to give you a tour here shortly, but first of all, I wanted to kind of just give you a rundown of the different groups that you may be in or you may be added to if you are one of the clients that I work with personally or one of my coaches' clients. We have 3 Facebook groups. The first one that you may be added to is called Limitless Possibilities Prep Group. And what that group is where we would add a brand new customer or returning customer that may need a refresher and give you guys all the information and the education that you need to start with us. So we share with you how to access your Beachbody On Demand workouts, how to pick a program, where to find the nutrition guide, where to find the workout schedule. We'll share with you how to meal plan, how to meal prep, how to use those cute little containers. We talk to you about personal development, how to take your before pictures, how to do your measurements, which are critical. Just all the tools that you need, all the information you need to be more successful in your journey. So once you've kind of gone through that group, you can request to join the VIP accountability group. Or if we happen to be running a prep week in our accountability group, then you may not be added to that group. The Limitless Possibilities prep group will be linked also in the 2 other groups. So all the groups are linked, so you can kind of request membership back and forth in those groups. So make sure you check out the group linked groups so that you make sure that you're in the right groups. But typically you'll have 3 groups. You do not have to be members of any of them. You do have to be members of the VIP group if you are kind of committing to the monthly accountability challenge. So back to the Limitless Possibilities prep group. So again, you do not have to stay in that group. If you don't want to get notifications, you can turn off your notifications and I'll show you how to do that. Or you can remove yourself as a member. I personally am adding all my new customers into that group and tagging them in the post so that they know that they get the information before we go live with our first round. But again, sometimes we may be running a prep group in the VIP group, so you may not be added at all times. I'm so sorry, I'm getting a tickle cough. So the second group is called Limitless Possibilities, and that's where all of my customers and clients go. And my coaches have the options to also put their customers in there as well. And it's just a group to share information, share upcoming events, share new products that are being launched, new test groups that are coming up, new programs that are coming up. There's a whole file section of recipes and different resources to make your health and fitness journey more successful. There's an article in there about if you're plateauing. There's just all kinds of resources in the file section and also in the photo albums. And then our brand new group is where the VIP and the monthly accountability will come in. So we're going to try Facebook for a while. We've been in the My Challenge Tracker app, and that has some limiting things that go on with it. We can't go live, or if we do go live or share a video, it has to be less than 3 minutes. So we want to be able to have these discussions with you guys and go live when we want, share what we want, and be able to coach you guys more effectively. Also in the app, we did not have the ability to upload more than 10 files. So we had limited resources, limited recipes that we could share in there. The one thing that we're not going to be able to do as well in Facebook is track and see who is logging their accountability, who's logging their workouts and logging their shakes. So you guys will just have to be committed to that and doing that on your own. Of course, if I don't see my challengers or my coaches showing up and logging that stuff, I'll reach out to them and ask them what's going on. Because if there's anything that I've learned through the 2.5 years that I've been doing that, is that the people that engage the most in the groups are the ones that are going to have the rocking transformations and non-scale victories at the end. So keep that in mind. So what I'm getting ready to show you guys now is a tour of our new VIP accountability group. We haven't come up with a formal name of it yet. Right now it's called Crunch Time, but it may be called something like our VIP project or VIP accountability group or something, but we'll be sure to share the name with you guys. But before that, I wanted to kind of share how you get in the group. So I am not going to be adding my clients to this group. You will have to request it with the link that you can find in Limitless Possibilities or in the prep group. As you request to join, you're going to be asked 2 questions. The first question is, what program are you committing to? If you don't know, then simply say, I'm not sure, can you help me out? The second question is, why are you recommitting, or why are you committing to this journey? Why are you committing to this group? And I don't want to hear, I want to lose weight. I don't want to hear I want to tone up. I don't want to hear I want to be healthy. Those are great, but it's not meaningful, guys. That's not what's going to get your hiney out of bed in the morning and push play. That's not what's going to get your hiney to push play when you have a sick child at home. That's not what's going to allow you to push play if you wake up and have a hangover from too much wine the night before. You have to have a meaningful why you're doing this in order to be committed and get your results and show up when life gets hard, because life's going to get hard, guys. There's ups and downs all the time. So my why is that I want to show up each and every day as the best version of myself for me and my family. So I know if I get up and push play, dial in my nutrition, drink my Shakeology, drink my other supplements if I'm taking anything else, depending on what program I'm doing, I'm going to show up as my best version for my children and my husband, which is really important for me, and also to myself, because for a long time I was not showing up as the best version of myself. I was depressed, I was in a funk, I was crying, I was negative, and I was miserable. And I know by doing these simple things each day, I can show up and fill my own cup first, and then be more likely to be the best mom and wife, teammate, coach, friend that I can be by taking care of me first. So with that said, I also want my daughter to know and see me taking care of myself, so that when she grows up and becomes somebody's girlfriend or wife or mom, that she knows the importance of filling her own cup first, so that she can be better at those roles and learn to love herself and love herself. I also want my son to see how important, as a future boyfriend, husband, and dad, how important it is for people, moms, dads, girls, boys, to take care of themselves and to lead with their health, so that they can be a better boyfriend, dad, parent, those types of things. So that's my why. So you guys, please don't, I mean, a lot of you may have the same why, but I want that to be meaningful to you. For some of you, it might be, I really want to get off my depression medication and my hypertension medication so that I'm healthier. You know, that's fine. But I don't want to hear, I just want to lose weight, you know, because that's great. We all want to lose weight, but that's not going to be what gets you out of bed to push play every day. Okay. So you'll have to answer those two questions before you will be approved into the group. And again, I'm not adding people to the group. You will have to request it. The link will be up in Limitless Possibilities, and it will be up in the prep week after you go through the different information. So now that I've told you about the group and how you get access to the group, let me show you the group. And I'm super, super excited about this. So let me share my screen. And let's see, let's go here. Let's see, let's go here. Here we go. All right, give me 1 second for it to pop up. Okay, here we go. So like I said, right now this is called Crunch Time. Again, the name may change to something more permanent, but right now as I'm filming this video, this is our current group that's coming up. So what I want to show you guys first is that if you don't want your notifications blowing up, you can go down here, right here, and turn all post, highlights, friend post, or turn them off, okay? I'm going to leave all of them on because as the coach, I want to know who's posting and sharing and commenting in the group. But right there is where you can request to turn your notifications off. Also, if you're in a group and you don't want to be in a group, you can go over here to join and unfollow or leave the group, okay? So those are your options as well. There's also an option that I'll show you when I'm done where you can pin this group to your shortcuts in Facebook so that you don't always have to search for it, so that it's kind of right there off to the left of your timeline and you can access it. So let me start giving you guys a tour. I'm super excited. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to photos. And this is where a bulk of the information is going to come from, guys, and then albums. And what we're going to do in here, because this is a great way to organize things so they don't get tied up in the feed. So we're going to start success stories, guys. I am super excited about all the transformations that I am seeing in 80-Day Obsession Test Group, the coach exclusive group. And people are sharing their transformations, and it's a beautiful thing. And I really would like us to continue to do that. So it doesn't have to be before and afters, although it can be. And I love pictures because I think pictures will tell you the true transformation that you're seeing. Because a lot of times the scale might not change as quickly as you want. The inches may not change as quickly as you want. But if you compare yourself and the way your body's changing in pictures, you're going to be amazed. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do before pictures. Again, you never need to share them, but if you do, this is the place where we're going to share them, and you will be celebrated. You will not be judged. This is a place of non-judgment. It's a place to celebrate successes and help lift others up when they're having challenging times. Any negativity, will be shut down pretty quickly. So you can also share non-scale victories in here, guys. You can share success stories. Like I made, my kids finally saw me eating enough vegetables and ate a vegetable last night. I mean, that's success stories, and that's stuff that we want to celebrate. So that photo album is here. And then I created an album here, and I'm going to give Christy Whitaker a lot of kudos here. In Limitless Possibilities, we had some photo albums, but Christy took it to another level and suggested, and what she's doing in her group is photo albums for a bunch of different new things, which I found brilliant, and copied her because she's my best friend and success partner, and we share things a lot like that. So favorite recipes and meals. So this is for if you guys try like a brand new recipe, like when I first tried egg roll in a bowl, I wanted to shout it from the rooftop. So that's where we're going to go in here and share recipes, our favorite recipes and meals. Welcome and introductions. Anytime we add somebody new, and at the beginning of every group, we're going to have people come in and introduce themselves so that we get to know each other, kind of know where everybody's from, if they have fur babies, if they have real babies, if they have, if they're single and what their hobbies are, and just things like that. So we'll have a welcome and introduction. And guys, I can't stress enough, if you were welcomed into the group, please make sure that you take the time to welcome others into the group. Don't just like it. Please just say welcome. It takes the same amount of time to type welcome as it does to like something. So please, please, please be respectful of others. And if you were welcomed into the group, which I know that most of you were, because that's the kind of groups I run, then please make sure that you welcome others. Fixate Cooking Show. You guys, this resource is invaluable and has saved my hiney so much with 80 Day Obsession. It has so many recipes. It has grocery lists. All the recipes are containers. It's broken down into containers for you guys, and it's broken down for those doing 80 Day Obsession into which ones are 80 Day Obsession approved. It also has a lot of great resources about using the containers, cleaning out your pantry, kind of what we call foundational videos. Now, you will not have access to this unless you're a Beachbody On Demand customer or member. So if you try to access this and can't get to anything, you may not have Beachbody On Demand. I think most people do, but there's a few people that do not. So scrolling down, so in here we've got some meal planning and meal prep, and you double click on the photo album to open it up and get to the other resources. So if you open up this one, guys, what you're going to see is some links to some great resources about meal planning and prepping, meal prepping on a budget, a beginner's guide, quick and simple. So lots of great resources. Again, this was meal plans for your brackets. You guys, in order to calculate your bracket, make sure that you're looking at the nutrition plan for each and every workout that you're doing, workout program. Each workout program has a little bit of a different calculation. So if you eat in plan A, which is this plan, for 21-day fix, you will not be eating in this meal plan more than likely for something that's a little bit more strenuous like Insanity. You may bump it up because you're going to be burning more calories in those workouts. So just make sure you recalculate your calorie bracket each time you start a brand new program. Even if you're doing 21-day fix and you finished it and you're going to do it again, make sure you use your new weight and recalculate your bracket. Okay, so all these meal plans are for this calorie bracket. And along here. All right, so moving on along to our photo albums here. So then we have, scrolling down here, Shakeology recipes. So what I want to show you guys in here is that so many of us love and adore our Shakeology and can't imagine not drinking it, but sometimes we don't want to drink it. Sometimes we might want to eat it. We still want the nutritional benefit because honestly, guys, the food that's out there in America especially is not as nutrient dense as it was even when our grandparents were growing up. So Shakeology really fuels our bodies and makes sure that we're optimally fueling our bodies with the right things. But sometimes we don't want to drink it. I know in the wintertime, I would love to make a protein bar out of Shakeology, or I would love to have some of these snacks with Shakeology so that I'm eating it instead of drinking it. Now, I do want to say one thing here is that if you do cook with Shakeology, it does lose some of its nutritional value. So a lot of these are no-bake recipes, okay? But just keep in mind if you do something like make brownies with it or make pancakes with it, it's still going to be healthier for you, but it does lose some of its nutritional value when you heat it above a certain temperature. So if you click on this top link here, we'll give you recipes for every single flavor of Shakeology. Here are, again, all these down here are ways to use Shakeology and not drink it in a shake. So I've had a lot of people that say I'm not a shake person or I can't find the right consistency. And I would encourage you, it took me 4 or 5 tries to get the right consistency. Keep working with your coach to find the right consistency, or try to do one of these. Like this chocolate Shakeology pudding is amazing. Or you can do something as simple as mix it with some Greek yogurt, like some chocolate Shakeology, a half a scoop mixed with a little bit of Greek yogurt, makes almost like this delicious chocolate mousse. So think outside the box, guys. Yes, Shakeology is designed to be a shake to make it simple, but there's also all these great ideas that you can use as well to still get the nutrients of Shakeology. All right, moving on along here. All right, so next is the different products that Beachbody offers. So the performance line, a lot of you have tried with 80-Day Obsession and are finding that you love it because it is amazing. Our performance line is endorsed by the Ironman races, which I think is fantastic. So all of these 5 supplements here are all 100% natural, guys. If I can stress one thing to you guys, is that Beachbody does not do anything not top-notch. All the ingredients in all of their different products are constantly being researched to make sure that where we're getting them from is a sustainable resource, to make sure that they are top-notch, to make sure that they're not genetically modified and exposed to pesticides and those types of things. So I'm not going to go through all this stuff with you, but if you click on each one of these, it will tell you more about the product, how you can use it, the coach price, and the customer price. Okay, there's also a sampler kit that you can order and try all of them. A little caveat here, creatine, Autumn does not recommend that for females unless you're bodybuilding or doing some sort of more structured regime where you're trying to bulk. So that's just her thing, but do your research on creatine before you order that. I know my husband loves it and uses it as well when he's lifting. So again, if you click on each of these images, it will open up. If you click on the Beachbody performance line here, it will actually up here. This has a great article. No, you don't have to be an athlete to enjoy these. You know, Energize is my magical mommy juice. Recover is the one that we drink right after your workout. And the nice thing about these guys is that if you use them the way that they're intended to be used, they do not count towards a container. So you could have your chocolate milkshake Recover within 30 minutes of your workout and have an extra protein and it not count towards your red container count. So same thing with Recharge. This is the nighttime one that I love. It really helps me sleep because it has naturally, it has tart cherry extract in it, and tart cherry has naturally occurring melatonin in it. So it really kind of helps not only your muscles recover and be less sore for your workout the next day, but it helps you sleep. So this is an amazing product too. And again, just click on the pictures and they will show you the coach price, because coaches, even if you just sign up for the discount as a coach, saves you 25%. You never have to coach. You just enjoy the discount. All right, moving on along. Shakeology Boost, guys. These things are amazing, and I have all these on hand at all times. And they're not just for Shakeology. You can add them to your regular protein shake. You can add them to your Recover. If you get a shake from another company, you can add them to them to make them even more nutrient dense. Try to get them, you know, as nutrient dense as Shakeology. But the digestive enzymes here, I'm not going to give you all the information. You can click on the picture. Digestive enzymes has several different forms of fiber, also helps with bloating. Tom and I use this a lot after traveling because we tend to not stay as hydrated as we normally do when we travel. The Power Greens we always have on hand in case we run out of fresh spinach. It is all these different greens and a lot more that are shown in the picture that you can add to, again, your Shakeology, your Recover, or another shake that you may use. And then Focused Energy kind of works similar to Energize, except you can blend it in a shake. Again, it kind of has these naturally occurring whole foods from nature that kind of give you a little uplift. It has naturally occurring caffeine from green tea and can be mixed with your Shakeology in the afternoon or in the morning and kind of just give you a little perk up. So boosts are great. Again, they can be used with any shake. Just to kind of give your shake a little bit more oomph. For those of you that hate vegetables, the Power Greens are key. You can put a scoop or 2 of those in your shake and get almost as much vegetables as you would get in like 4 or 5 servings. So it's an amazing product. All right. So Beach Bars, this is our latest product, guys, and I just got mine in yesterday and absolutely love it. So I have shared some information here comparing them to other products, other bars. I have not added that picture yet. I'll add that picture. Where it compares it to like Lara bars and Kind bars and calorie to calorie. Now Lara bars and Kind bars are more than 150 calories. So when you look at the label, we are comparing our protein, our sugar, our fiber to calorie, not bar to bar. So make sure that you're using that kind of ratio. And they're delicious. My kids love them. So I love having a healthy snack bar that I can pack in their lunches and that I can have. And the container count for those, I believe, is shared in here as well. But I'll post that image here that compares the two. So that is our group, guys. If you go over here to the file section, you will also see, let me see, I have uploaded here a ton of recipes. So there is a ton of recipes in the lunch and dinner file, a ton of recipes in the breakfast file. These here are some of our family favorites. And we'll continue to add to this as we have some people share recipes. So I think that is it, guys. So two of the other photo albums that I may share here are personal development. So we'll have a list of personal development that you can choose. If you don't have something that you're reading right now, you can go to that file or reach out to your coach for some recommendations. And also just a little bit more about the coaching opportunity. We might share some information in there with a resource that just shows you the discount that you can get on some of the different more popular products. Because some people are hesitant to sign up for the discount, and I'm not sure why, because truly it is, if you just want to save 25%, that's all you have to do. You do not have to coach anybody else unless you want to. And I will tell you, I started off as a discount coach. I just wanted to save money on Shakeology because I was cheap and a penny pincher, and I loved the way it made me feel, but I didn't want to spend $130 on it a month. So I saved 25%. And then as people started noticing my journey, they reached out to me and had some friends join. And from there, it's turned into this beautiful community of coaches and challengers that I absolutely adore and fills my cup. So I'll probably add a little bit of information in there about that as well. And that is our group, guys. So please, again, don't forget that you're going to have to request to join. Look for the link in the Limitless Possibilities Prep group or linked in Limitless Possibilities to request to join, and you'll have to answer those 2 questions. And then once you're approved, we'll add you to the welcome and introduction photo album so that you can introduce yourself and then also introduce and welcome other people as they come and join us. So thanks so much, guys. I'm super excited. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here real quick. And please just ask any questions that you might have. Thanks.